What's going on, everybody? We're back out here with the E36. Hasn't been in the garage in quite some time, but we gotta get to work on this thing and get it dialed in for some goodies I bought for it, which we'll get into in later videos. Not important right now. You follow me on Instagram and TikTok and all that, you probably know. But I bought some cool stuff for this car that I said I wouldn't buy. But before that, we have a stack of boxes here that you can't see, which are brakes. We have brake lines. We have tie rod boots and pad wear sensor. So we have a lot of stuff to do on this thing, but today we are going to be doing brakes all around, brake lines all around, tie rod boots because they're torn, and a fuel filter actually. So we're just going to be kind of going around doing general maintenance on the E36, getting it kind of ready to drive and go. The brakes are shot. So anyway, we're in January, it's freezing out, the weather's awful, so I'm really not driving this thing. I'm not driving any of my cars. We started getting snow and salt, so they're kind of staying away. But it doesn't hurt doing the maintenance now before I get busy and the new car that's coming comes. So let's get right into this. We're gonna start with the fronts. I gotta unbox all my brakes. So this is my concoction for the front brakes. I got Centric GCX fully coated carbon brakes for the front. I think these are actually decent rotors. They're semi-coated so they don't rust. They're already like sprayed. And then Posi Quiet discs. I don't even know, so Posi Quiet's the brand, I guess, but comes with all the hardware and stuff too. Can't beat Rock Auto's brake prices. So this car has drilled and slotted rotors on it, which is nice. I like drilled and slotted, but for something like this, it's more of a novelty than a necessity. I didn't want to spend the extra money to replace with drilled and slotted, so we're going with these. So this is my rear brake pad sensor. For some reason FCP didn't have this. So both my brake pad sensors are here. So as always, we're going to start with this side. I'll show this side, and then the other side we'll just copy and paste. There we go. These pads were at like a minimum, so these definitely needed to be done. You know, I must have been thinking of like a different car when I ordered these, but these brake lines are perfectly fine. They have no cracks, they don't look that old. So I don't think I'm gonna touch these. If this was like a car I was going for a full overhaul on, or it was 80s or early 90s, yes, but these look like they've been replaced, and I don't believe that they need to be done. So I think I'm gonna return those, and also I miscalculated my tie rod conditions. So instead of doing the boots, I believe we're just gonna get new tie rods because this tie rod's shot. I'm gonna have to get an alignment anyway. There's no point in replacing this boot if that's what it looks like at the ball joint. So I think I'm gonna return my brake lines, return my tie rod boots to FCP, get that warranty or get that refund, and then I'm just gonna buy 2 new tie rods, and then we're just gonna do tie rods and this. So I want this video up ready for Monday, so we'll do the tie rods a different video, but we'll still do like the fuel filter and all the brakes all around. But unless the rear lines don't look good, I'm not gonna do brake lines on this because it just doesn't need them. So from here, we're gonna clean off this hub and get the new rotors and pads ready to go on. So this is the weirdest thing ever. Something in this wheel well smells really good, like cologne. Like I smell like cologne in this wheel well. It's not what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my full suit, you guys may notice, and all my work clothes. But when I pop my head in here, it smells good. That's the weirdest thing ever. I can't even, like, a really good smell. Like not like a weird chemical smell smells good. Like it straight up smells like someone sprayed cologne in this wheel well. that is that side done. So now we'll head over to the other side, and I'm not gonna make you watch the same thing, so we'll do a little magic. The only thing different about this side is the brake pad wear sensor. So the box is right there, nice and easy. Pull it out, swap it in. So we're all done with the front, so now we're heading to the rear. Take these tires off, same deal as the front. We're gonna do one side, and then we'll just reflect when I'm done on the other side. Quite possibly the goofiest thing on an E36, the rear caliper bolt, or slider, which is the Allen, is so close to the shock that you have to, I can't fit the traditional, you know, socket Allen. So I have to use one of these, which is ridiculous. I've never done brakes on an E36. That's like the stupidest thing ever. The rear rotors, I actually went with C-Tex. I think I bought coated ones, or I got cheap and I didn't. These do not look coated, so I don't believe I got coated rears. I think they were really expensive or they were out of stock. But C-Tex always a decent brand. So pop these bad boys on. Pad wear sensor is on the passenger side here, so got the old one here. It routes kind of high up there. It's a little goofy, but whatever. So the rear rotors and pads, I would say probably aren't as bad as the fronts. There's no lip on the rotor, and the pads, I guess, I would say they're probably at a minimum. These are pretty worn, so they need to be done anyway. But the brakes are all wrapped up on this thing, so tomorrow I will come in, we'll do an oil change, fuel filter, some generic maintenance, and then we'll take this thing for a spin, and hopefully the brake shake is gone, the car, you know, doesn't pull or anything like that, and then yeah, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wow. It's time to do this fuel filter. So I haven't done a fuel filter on a modern enough BMW like E36 and E46 that put it here. I've been doing, you know, all the old cars for so long that you know, they all have it in the rear there. But time to do this. Okay, metal plate is down. I guess it's connected up at the top, but I don't feel like undoing it. But so hopefully you guys can see this. So this is now O2 wiring and all that good stuff. Fuel pressure regulators over here. Fuel lines. Get those out of the way. So there's a bracket on this filter. And I cranked the car and I depressurized it without the, or I cranked it without the fuel pump relay, or fuel pump fuse. So hopefully there's no fuel in this, because I don't really feel like getting blasted in the face with fuel. Okay, that wasn't too bad. No pressure, so that's good. Oh, I sprayed myself. I dropped it and splashed stuff in my face. Oh, that's like a lot of fluid in there. Oh, God. Alright, we're back. Okay. So, once again, arrows point towards the engine. So I forgot the black lining that goes in between the bracket and the filter, so it was loose. So I had to undo the one side, slip it on. Everything's hooked up. Now I'm gonna prime it, start it, and make sure we got no leaks before I put the cover on. So now we can tuck these back up and put the cover on. Easy enough job. Alright, and now let's get the oil changed on this thing. So the oil's not that old, but it did a 4-hour drive and it's been a few months by now. I would say probably 6 months at least. So, not a bad idea. Plus, I can't remember the weight that they put in it. Not that, I don't think it was the wrong weight. Just, I'm a strong 10W40 Castrol high mileage guy. Strong believer in it. So, I prefer that to be in all my M5Xs. I got the new underhood light, putting in some work here. It's so nice to have well lit areas. You guys don't understand, I used to be working in here without the LEDs and without stuff like this. I used to be out here with like those old school like halogens that would get really hot, or not even halogens, like floodlights. And then just the 3 bulbs that are on the ceiling, which, I mean, it's like, without those it's like pitch dark in here. But anyway, M52s have these despicable non-metal caps for some reason. So I don't actually have the right tool for that because it's a big old socket, unless it's this size. No, it is not. When this is necessary, I bust out the crescent wrench, which this one's not big enough, of course. This thing feels like it was a little tight. Oil doesn't look too bad in this thing. Clean swap. Alright, so it's time to put the new O-rings on the whatever cap. So I don't know why these kits don't come with all the stuff anymore. It only comes with the big O-ring and then the crush washer. So I had to buy this separately, the little green one. But there is 2, but it only comes with the, I guess you would say the outer one, which is a little bit smaller. So, probably not really necessary to even have to replace, but I will do it anyway. Get some oil on there. I don't know, this is just a thing I always do, everyone does. This is like what they tell you to do. Lubricate your new O-rings. Whatever you're sealing it on is what it should be like lubed with. If I can fit it. Alright. O-ring on. Get this on, or what the hell? This doesn't seem right. I don't think that's going in there the right way. I guess it's going. This is ridiculous, man. This is why. This is the only flaw of an M52 is this stupid cover. S52s had metal, M50s, S50s, S54s, all the good stuff had the metal. There we go. All right. So now just a little bit of an additional crank. That's not really going anywhere. Alright, so we got this prepped with oil already in there. And now 6.5. We are right at the top. Perfect, first try. I guess I'm getting kind of good at this. So, let's go take this thing for a spin. All right, and we're I have not driven this car in quite some time. I'm trying to keep it off the salty roads. So now it's time to bed the brakes. So you know what that means? That means like a lot of braking, but not actually stopping. So I'm gonna go up to 30, slam them. Just basically repeat this at like 30 miles an hour, and then we're gonna go up to 40 and do it. So you don't come all the way to a stop, but you like go all the way to like nearly a stop. Oh yeah. This car needs an alignment so bad, but we're not gonna worry about that until I do my tie rod outers. I'd say the brakes are bedded. So you may be noticing that we still have the miserably sounding exhaust. That is because I have been going through endless woes of exhaust. I've been looking everywhere, and E36 parts have never been rare. They have never been hard to find. I don't know what happened, but you cannot find any part outs at all. It's like I can't find any cars in general with parts, let alone cars that have stock exhaust, because now everyone and their mother knows that the cats are worth decent money, so everyone has an exhaust with no cats, and when they take the cats out, they just mangle the rest of it. So it's a bunch of chopped, half-ass exhausts, and it's making this search unbearable. I want it to be stock. You know, I don't care if it's, I really don't care about cats or not, but I want it to be an intact, ready to mount exhaust. I don't want to have to fabricate. I'm sick of all that crap. You know, I'm sick of these fabrication issues with these stupid exhausts. So I finally found, well, so I had two exhausts lined up. One my buddy John gave me, which is a full exhaust, Cat Elite, but muffler and resonators. And I was super stoked to put it on. It was ready to go, but his car was slammed and he basically cheese grated it. So the exhaust is destroyed. I could get it all welded up, but there's holes, there's the resonators rubbed through. I mean, like, it needs like literally like metal transplanted, so not dealing with that. And then I was gonna pick one up off another guy, fully stock, and he stripped all the nuts to get it off. So it's stuck on the car. And I'm not gonna take time out of my life to go try to fix a bunch of stripped nuts, because that's just gonna be frustrating to me. So we're still looking for an exhaust, but anyway, that's a story for another day. So the car still sounds like crap. And then, yes, we got oil change, new fuel filter, and new brakes all around, and she stops really nice. Like I said, this car has really bad alignment, so the front end is just all over the place, but the brake rotor shake is gone. Brakes are taken care of. Now I don't have to look at the boxes. Yeah, the brakes feel really good on this. So that's a success. Today was just you know, traditional maintenance on this thing, just kind of getting it roadworthy. Next video, we will be conquering the tie rods. So we're doing outer tie rods and the boots. We'll be taking care of that. And then I believe I won't have anything else random to do. So I think then we're gonna, in that same video, install some coilovers, because I got coilovers for this thing. Nice coilovers, not the jam that are on here. So stay tuned. I also bought wheels for this thing. You'll see those shortly. This car's gonna be pretty sweet when it's done. So right now it's a little slow because winter. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.